I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that I think that episode of X-Men 97 might just be the best thing that Marvel Studios has ever put out on Disney Plus. And at this point, I just feel sorry for you if you're not keeping up with X-Men 97 because this shit is fire. All I gotta say is Gambit is him. He was standing on business. Remember it. This is your spoiler warning. I'm gonna be recapping the entire episode, so if you're not trying to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, come back later. So we kick things off with the X-Men getting interviewed because Genosha's gonna be joining the UN. Beast got that little zesty ass pose, while the world's worst love triangle heads to Genosha to get the negotiations going. And it was really cool to see these statues of Magneto and Professor X because they built this shit. Look around you. We did this. We created this. This didn't exist before us. And I knew this episode was gonna be fire once we saw Nightcrawler show up, but it also turns out that Madeline Pryor has joined the council at Genosha since they needed an X-Men and the X-Men had 2 genes to spare. And while Magneto attends to business, Nightcrawler shows Gambit and Rogue sightseeing. And I don't think they like the sights they're seeing. $10 for apples, god! Gambit's just being a D1 hater on Magneto, shit's hella funny. While Nightcrawler is teasing Gambit about marrying Rogue. Back at the mansion, they start interviewing Scott. That brother is lost. Wolverine finds Jean trying to pick up the pieces and remember she does. I'm tired of these love triangles, Grandpa. That's too damn bad! Basically, they want Magneto to be the ruler of Genosha, and with sleeves like that, I see why. He says he'll do it on one condition. If Rogue will be his queen, which she's like, what the f? Back with Cyclops and Jean, it looks like they're about to rekindle, but it turns out Scott's been mentally cheating on Jean with Jean. That's kind of crazy, I'm not. But then Jean almost faints. Something's up with her. Rogue and Gambit have a heart-to-heart about Magneto's plans, and she reveals they've actually been together before. Pay me like one of your mutant girls, Magneto. Titanic ass scene. This shit right here almost got me though when she said, your heart beats for me, but I can't feel it. God, my dog hit her with the some things are deeper than skin. That's called motherfucking ball. Then Rogue and Magneto touch hands right in front of Gambit at the ball. This shit is crazy. This is some can you feel the love tonight ass scene. And then Madeline Pryor starts tripping too, just like Jean. It's Magneto with the copyright, some things are deeper than skin. And then Cable shows up to try to warn Madeline Pryor something's about to happen. And then she gets to look at his brown eyes, realizing it's her son. It was so sad when he said, I'm sorry, Mom, because I'm pretty sure she's fucking dead after this explosion. I'm telling you, this last half of the episode goes crazy. There's this kaiju-sized sentinel that's wreaking havoc on Genosha. But that's when Magneto and the power couple combine to try to take it down. Magneto's gonna be the distraction, and he gets hit into Charles' statue. He starts getting pissed and actually remembers the Holocaust. This was a heartbreaking scene because they're really trying to save the Morlocks who are stuck, which Gambit does save them from a small sentinel. And as they're about to escape, Magneto comes crashing down from his fight with the big one and forms a shield around the Morlocks, which the sentinel begins targeting Magneto as an Omega level mutant. The sentinel fires a strong ass beam at Magneto, pushing Gambit and Rogue back, and Magneto's trying to hold on to save him and the Morlocks with all of his might. Rogue tries to help, but Magneto pushes her back, and you already know what time it is when you get a look like this. Bro, when he looked down at Leech and said, do not be afraid, boom, they get cooked. It's getting real. That man might be dead. And Rogue goes crazy. But Gambit stops her and said, look, it's my time to shine. And with a look like that, yeah, you better let him go. The cards are always in his favor until he gets stabbed. But Mon Ami, he's always got a card up his sleeve as he touches that giant sentinel with his powers, lighting it up, but letting him know the name's Gambit. Remember it. Him, bodies. As Michael Bay likes to say, explosion! As we pick up with the X-Men at the mansion, all they can do is look at the horror of the news report. And then we get this shot of the surviving mutants of Genosha looking over Rogue, holding Gambit. And the performance here is just 10 out of 10, man. I almost teared up. She said, I can't feel you. Fuck, I feel like I'm there now. Cliffhanger! But I mean, what can I really say about this episode? It's just 10 out of 10, no notes. The series just keeps getting better and better. The moral dilemmas, the ethical dilemmas, the drama, the suspense, the love triangles, the action, the animation, everything is just so damn good in the series. And if you're not watching it, man, I don't know what else I can say to convince you.